Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Dr. Faustina Speaks. Here we grow in purpose, discipline, and excellence. I want to welcome you back to our mentorship series for students and young professionals. Over the past weeks, we have explored the power of mentorship, why mentorship should be treated as a skill and not a shortcut, and how to choose the right mentor. So today, I want to challenge us to a common misconception about mentorship. Many people believe mentorship only happens when an experienced person formally takes on a younger person under their wings for years. While that is certainly one form of mentorship, it is not the only form. The truth is, mentorship isn't one size fits all. Mentorship comes in different forms. Several different purposes is served through mentorship. It can happen in ways we even often overlook. And those are the areas I'm bringing to the fore today to open up our understanding to valuable learning opportunities that may have existed around us without us knowing it. One of the biggest myths about mentorship is that it's always must be formal, long-term relationship. Many young professionals spend years waiting for perfect mentors to appear, not realizing that they are surrounded by opportunities to learn. Sometimes mentorship is formal, sometimes it is informal. Sometimes it lasts for years, and sometimes it could be just few minutes of engagement. Every single conversation that can last for a few minutes can change the course of your career. That is the concept of micro mentorship, which is focused on interaction where someone helps you to solve a specific problem, answer to a specific question, where you can gain clarity to make a decision. So imagine having a brief conversation with an experienced leader who gives you a piece of advice that helps you to avoid a major career mistakes. That conversation might last just for a few minutes, but the impact could be a lifetime. So, for instance, you are a young professional about to run your first big meeting with a client and you are challenged. You don't need a life coach to fill that gap. You just need to identify someone who has already mastered that skill, and that person is able to guide you to overcome that challenge. So micro mentorship is a skill I would like you to start practicing today as a young professional. Let me ask this question. Have you ever identified a broken skill in your career? You need to know how to trace that specific challenge to someone who has excelled in that field. The gap analysis approach of mentorship is the way to go in identifying such a person to help you overcome that challenge. Identifying that person to solve that immediate gap in your professional career. I have seen a situation where a senior leader spent just 5-10 minutes speaking to a young professional, and that conversation stays with them for life. That one person is me. I've experienced it. I've experienced it personally, and that was even what led to my postdoctoral study. Why is it important? It is important because wisdom does not always require long meetings. Sometimes clarity comes quickly when the right person speaks into the right situation and at the right time. And honestly, this approach may even work better for many young professionals today because many senior professionals are often very busy, so formal mentorship relationship could be difficult to sustain sometimes. So the idea of micro mentorship challenges the traditional settings that mentorship must always be a long-term formal relationship with scheduled meetings, titles, and constant interaction. So in reality, some of the most life-changing mentorship moments happens briefly and unexpectedly. Don't get me wrong, micro mentorship is valuable, but it should not completely replace the deeper mentorship relationship where possible, because long-term mentorship offers something different: accountability, career development, deeper trust, long-term observation. That is the traditional mentorship most of us are familiar with. These relationships are valuable because they allow long-term relationship that brings about the best in us. These relationships are deeper, and I want to ensure that you do not completely replace it with the micro mentorship concepts. But I want to burst the bubble. I want you to bust that myth, because mentorship does not stop there. It does not stop with the traditional method. There's also the shadow mentor model. What if the person who shows you exactly how to navigate your next 5 career moves do not even know that you exist? These are the people you study at a distance, reading their interviews and listening to them. You follow them intentionally. You learn from them. The shadow mentor does not really know your name. They don't know you exist, but you're learning a lot from them. So in today's digital world, where we have virtual mentorship, where many people are being mentored through books, podcasts, online courses, YouTube channels, just like what I'm doing right now. So we have the peer mentorship, we have the group mentorship, we all experience them from time to time. But the most important thing to remember is that mentorship is not defined by a format. It is defined by the transfer of wisdom, experience, perspective, and growth. Too many people miss valuable opportunities because they are searching for one perfect mentor, while ignoring many mentors already around them. So my take is this: micro mentorship is real, is powerful, but highly underrated though. Sometimes a single conversation can save years of confusion. But mentorship should still be viewed broadly, both as a brief moment and also as a long-term relationship that brings about the best in us. So, as I close, I want to leave you with these thoughts. I want you to understand that you do not have to limit your understanding about mentorship. Do not wait until the formal title before you begin to learn. Stay open, stay observant, stay teachable, because mentorship is not one size fits all. The lessons, the right lessons with the right person at the right time can transform your life. Thank you all for listening. I'll be back next week when we continue with the mentorship series. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and keep investing in your future. Thank you, and God bless.